As Russia persists with its fascistic demands toward Ukraine, Ukrainians continue to apply pressure on the aggressors. A lot of explosions have been reported in Kursk, and the damage is being assessed. Interesting report from Ukrainian fighter about Zaporizhzhia front. Russian forces launched a mechanized assault with 12 armored vehicles and 2 companies from the Kopani-Robotyne direction. All vehicles were destroyed at the start. Survivors are dismounted and being finished off. They tried to probe the line. It ended very badly, Lieutenant Alex reports. In the Zaporizhzhia region, near Robotyne, there was a total defeat of the bastards today. More than a dozen units of equipment were destroyed during the battle. The Zaporizhzhia direction is active again, or more precisely, the bastards activated it with a mechanized assault. Today, the bastards stormed the Special Operation Forces positions using 12 armored vehicles, attacking with 2 companies. The entire assault group was smashed at the entrance. Now they are finishing off those who survived when their equipment was destroyed. They came from the direction of Kopani, Robotyne. There hasn't been anything like this in a long time. Maybe they decided to probe the defense, but it ended very badly for them. 414th Magyar birds struck a filled Russian BM-21 GRADMLRS.
Lobrovich is hiding. FPV impact, Baba Boom and more. Destroyed to scrap. Within the week managed to hit 4 MLRS launches, with 3 destroyed to scrap. 1 was damaged.
A tank from the 1st Separate Tank Brigade smashes Russian positions in Vodyan-Druhe, Pokrovsk direction. As of April 2025, Ukraine's 1st Separate Tank Brigade, known as the Severia Brigade, remains a formidable force in the ongoing conflict. Stationed in Honcharivsky, Chernihiv Oblast, this brigade has been pivotal in several key operations throughout the war. In recent months, the brigade has been actively engaged in the Avdiivka sector, where its tank crews have been instrumental in dismantling Russian fortifications. Their operations have significantly impeded enemy advances in this strategically vital area. Leadership within the brigade saw a transition in August 2024, with Lieutenant Colonel Ole Mohulsky assuming command from Colonel Leonid Koda. Under this new leadership, the brigade has continued to demonstrate resilience and adaptability on the battlefield. The brigade's structure includes multiple tank battalions, mechanized and rifle battalions, artillery units, and specialized drone groups like Pegasus, Tumen, and Bora. This diverse composition allows for a multifaceted approach to combat operations. Notably, the 1st Tank Brigade has also been proactive in addressing chemical threats, having requested gas masks and filters to protect against potential chlorine-based gas attacks during their defense operations. A shock in the USA. The building of the Northrop Grumman factory, which produced intercontinental ballistic missiles, was completely destroyed in the explosion. Local outlets KSL News Utah and Fox 13 published footage from the scene. The explosion, which occurred on April 16th, destroyed a building at the Northrop Grumman Innovation Systems plant in Promontory, where the company manufactures solid rocket motors. An incident occurred this morning in one of the buildings at our plant in Promontory. We are working to determine the cause. Employees who were working in or near the building today are accounted for and have no serious injuries, the company stated. Northrop Grumman did not comment on the cause of the explosion or the production status, but footage released by local TV stations shows extensive destruction. Before being acquired by Northrop Grumman in 2018, the Promontory plant was owned by Orbital ATK. It specializes in producing solid rocket motors and is a leading player in this market, fulfilling defense contracts for the U.S. Air Force, NASA, and commercial aerospace companies. The American publication Air and Space Forces suggests that the plant's facilities may have been involved in producing the new LGM-35A Sentinel intercontinental ballistic missile. The U.S. planned to purchase 659 such missiles. The Promontory plant was used to conduct test firings of the Sentinel missile engines. Specifically, on March 6th, static tests of the 1st stage solid rocket motor were conducted on its premises. Northrop Grumman is also working on a joint U.S.-Japan project for the long-range interceptor of hypersonic missiles, the interceptor glide phase, to provide regional missile defense. As part of the program, Northrop has taken on the development of, among other components, the solid rocket motor for the second stage and the booster. After winning the contract over Raytheon, Northrop Grumman was set to complete flight testing of the prototype and demonstrate its capabilities at hypersonic speeds. Northrop Grumman plans to double the production of rocket engines for GMLRS missiles. For the past 4 years, the company has been supplying from 5,000 to 6,000 engines for GMLRS missiles yearly. Denmark could deploy 100 armed soldiers to Greenland and introduce mandatory military service on the island to ensure the kingdom's security. This proposal was made on April 17th by Alex Aronson, a representative of the Danish People's Party on defense issues. We need to send a signal that we are defending the kingdom. It is also necessary to involve the Greenlanders to take on a great responsibility and help protect the kingdom, he said. According to Aronson, the military should also have anti-ship missiles in its arsenal. According to the party representative's idea, all men and women who permanently reside in Greenland can enlist in the military, but they are not obliged to do so by force. We are a commonwealth. Everyone has to contribute to the defense of the kingdom. In the long term, this should also apply to the Faroe Islands, he said. On April 14th, Lars Løkke Rasmussen, the Danish foreign minister, stated that Denmark could terminate the defense cooperation agreement with the United States if Washington were to withdraw its membership in NATO. Rasmussen also called the U.S. and Denmark's membership in NATO a key condition for the agreement between the countries and pointed out that there are no signs that the U.S. will leave the alliance. Last December, U.S. President Donald Trump claimed that for the United States, owning and controlling Greenland is an absolute necessity. Previously, he had expressed interest in purchasing the island from Denmark in 2019, but his offer was rejected. In 2025, Trump was also told that the island was not for sale and would not be, but that Denmark could cooperate more with the United States. On March 30th, the new Prime Minister of Greenland, Jens Frederik Nielsen, stated unequivocally that the United States would not acquire the island. According to him, it was the case yesterday, it is the same today, and it will be such in the future.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.